Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a LoopCam. So first of all, here's a track that I've created. This is in TrackMania 2 Stadium. Now the principle actually applies to any environment in any of the TrackMania games that have MediaTracker. But I'm going to use TrackMania 2 Stadium for this example. So let's go ahead and drive the track with camera 1 just to see how the camera behaves. You'll see the camera does not stay behind the car. So in most circumstances like this, players expect for the camera to be forced to camera 3 and then give the player back their camera of choice at the end of the loop. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go in here to MediaTracker, and there's several different areas. We're going to choose in-game. This will be what applies to the driver as they're actually driving the track. Now in here we can actually place what's called a trigger, and this is a block that it's a trigger block that the driver, when the car passes through it, it will activate whatever conditions that you've set. So I'm going to go ahead and place one right here at the entrance of the loop. So it's already set up. I'm going to click this to close the editing of the trigger. And then I'm going to say add track. And we have lots of different choices here, but what we want is camera race. And we want to keep the target as the local player. This will be for whoever is playing the track. It will apply this to them. And the camera, we want it to be internal. That's camera 3. And we want to make sure that block without end is enabled. Okay, that means no matter how slow the driver goes through the loop, the camera will not end. The other one we want to turn on, is stop when respawn. This makes sure that when the driver respawns to the previous checkpoint, they will be given back their camera of choice instead of being stuck with camera 3 or the internal camera. Alright, but here's the problem. Let's go back out and drive the track. You'll notice that we have internal camera and we still have internal camera at the end of the track. Now that's not too bad being right there at the end, but if the track went on for another 30 seconds or so, the driver doesn't want to continue driving with the forced camera. So what we need to do is give the driver back their camera of choice. And the way we do that is we go back into MediaTracker. We're going to create a new MediaTracker clip. Now it's going to give us the choice again to place a trigger. This time we're going to place a trigger at the end of the loop. And instead of placing a camera, we're going to just leave the timeline blank. So this will disable any previous triggers that have been activated, including the LoopCam. And it will give the driver back their camera of choice. Let's try it. Perfect. And that's all there is to it. Enjoy making some LoopCams.